rotations. And right now...
Okay, there's that.
Okay.
I like that. So that's...
The Pugna, he kind of needs to have a strong laning phase, right?
Oh, I think he might be dead here.
Dead here, just a misstep there from Gunnar, did not read. And because he forced that glyph earlier, this is just going to be all free damage. Resolution is going to be in trouble in the bottom.
Those rocks.
All those rocks come hailing down from the mini golems, and Resolution will eventually die here.
I mean, they're heavily relying on the Faceless Void, but if I look at the heroes in the game right now, it feels all right.
Epileptic Kid gonna make his first rotation into the mid lane with the Chronosphere out with an arrow on top of that, and the Reaper's Scythe. Gunnar is dead once again for 40 seconds. Epileptic, he's gonna be able to get the two-man Chronosphere, and no one, as well as Solo, they're gonna be able to close the distance pretty soon here with the arrow on top of Gunnar. Looks like he's just gonna get bursted down 100-0 just like last time.
And Virtus Pro, I feel like I really like their core matchups. They're going to make the move.
The dive here, trying to quickly kill that Underlord, but intercepted by Solo with a great paralyzing cast. Reaper Sight to be able to stop that. Make sure the Pugna does indeed go down for the fourth time. Arrow coming out. Universe does manage to sidestep that. Virtus Pro moving forward with their Moonlight Shadow. Don't really have any additional catch, and if they're not careful, Nip may just turn around and try and kill no one, but TPing in from the Faceless Void. No Chronosphere just yet, but it does have the time dilation to be able to slow down Viper, catch him. Meanwhile, the Pit grabbing the Ember Spirit momentarily here, but he's going to be able to jump into the cliff area and TP out just fine. As they smoked up with 3, they're going to take over this high ground area. No one is getting close to it. The smoke is going to break here, and they're going to start their initiation onto no one, while simultaneously trying to slow down this Void. Void is ready to go with the Primal Roar. They actually do manage to blow off that Necrophos. Resolution's going to be up next. He tries to get off the TP away, but that's not going to happen. No Dark Rift for you. And now Virtus Pro going to have to use their Chronosphere defensively. This team, it would have been perfect, but now he's a little bit close to them. They're going to run into each other immediately. The Guardian Greaves taking off that stun, and an arrow beautifully placed is going to be able to lock down Skeeter, but he does have an Aegis, so they don't want to overcommit for this kill. They're just going to try and finish him off the old-fashioned way. Right-clicking him slowly but surely, but he does manage to jump himself away, resetting a little bit. Epileptic Kid still looking for his Chronosphere, though. Skeeter's going to reset with a TP and come back into this fight. Maybe around the shrine, which is where Virtus Pro is moving towards. Skeeter immediately jumps in as they do manage to burst down that Witch Doctor almost immediately. Another arrow lands onto that Ember Spirit, but Virtus Pro, they're making their way out of here. It's now the team being able to finish up. Skeeter almost going down.
They got the Roar in the Void. He might just go down.
He's going to fall here with the BKB activated. Barely managed to get it off. Turn around. Time walks off a little bit of damage. Looking for the Chronosphere still, but he doesn't feel good about it. Skeeter still has that Aegis. Skeeter's just playing on the front lines, forcing action out of Virtus Pro. A time walk away just barely gets Epileptic Kid out of that damage areas. But Skeeter does end up
got Chronosphere here.
Now he's going to go for the Chronosphere. On top of them, but he gets a lift. Oh no! Viper with the perfect position. He bursts down the Faceless Void. No one. He's going to be in trouble. The Dark Rift coming up from Resolution. They do have the heals of Guardian Greaves. They should be able to get out together. He's now able to assault the high ground at 30 minutes. This is the timing that they were looking for 15 minutes ago. The timing that they kept on getting stymied. They will get Resolution here. Up into the high ground. Telekinesis backwards. He's just dead.
Again, they don't have the Chrono.
Taking the arrow for Peter. Resolution is going to be the one showing himself. This time around, they do get the Lotus Orb off before a lot of these spells are used. A Force Staff away, but Life Drain, it's going to suck him dry. Resolution falls. He does have a buyback, though. And Virtus Pro are heavily invested here in being able to defend this. They do manage to get a lucky bash.
Into the arrow.
They're going to be able to get a lot of control here. Defensive Force Staff and the Sleight of Fist. Skeeter is able to get away into the river, and BKB was used by Epileptic Kid. He's trying to deal with his Pugna Ward that is just harassing no one in Solo constantly in that back line. Oh, Dagger Blast, that's not going to be quite enough. Solo will survive thanks in part to no one's heals. They're going to be able to take away some vision. Oh, Epileptic Kid thought he had an opportunity. He's still going to go for the Chronosphere onto Gunnar with a long-range arrow coming in. Gunnar will fall. Primal Roar going out. Okay, Force Staff.
Alive.
Still going to get him out. There's an activatable shrine. Gunnar's going to be okay. In fact, he's going to turn around and kill Epi again. Oh, he's dead for 2 minutes.
Oh my.
He has no buyback because of gold. 50 seconds Resolution. He's going to use his BKB and turn and fight Viper here. And I'm sure Nip are thinking, what's going on here?
And I love that they didn't give up on Gunnar. He's like, pop the Lincolns.
Oh, telekinesis mid-leap too. What a grab from Viper once again.
Looks like he's going to
have to find a way to be able to break through his Lincolns, and they do. Get the instant telekinesis on top of that. The Primal Roar, Epileptic Kid, he's down. Now they're going to be able to grab more. It's going to be the Mirana up next. Change up. They're immediately going to buy back on the Void. This is where Nip may have overextended themselves. They need to be able to get a sick Chronosphere out of this one. Epileptic Kid going to try and chase down Gunnar right now. Gunnar leading them away.
Because so far it's just been somebody gets picked off.
Oh, there it is. He's going to jump in, go for the Chronosphere. That's going to be able to lock down Gunner. And the arrow to be able to follow up with the Aeon Disc. Now the Reaper side coming in. That does knock down Gunner finally, but he does have a buyback. Meanwhile, the bottom lane is pushing out. VP is trying to retreat right now. They do have the Dark Rift. They can use it now to try and save out no one. Is the rest of the team going to be able to get inside the pit? At the same time, they tried to go for Force Staff to see if they can get the Necrophos outside of that range. Somebody's going to get caught by this Ember Spirit, though. That is Skeeter with the double damage. No matter how many leap charges you have, it's not going to be enough to get away from this Ember.
VP.
Double Primal Roar actions. Oh, they immediately managed to get on top of Skeeter. Got him with their Chronosphere at the Reaper site. He is dead for 135 seconds. Solution's going to take a lot of damage on his way out here. Gets a little bit low. He's instantly going to pop his BKB as soon as they use the Decrepify Gunner. Well, they're going to use the Chronosphere to make sure he dies here with the Reaper site coming in. It's not quite enough damage. All these heals. How has he survived through all this? He's Decrepify going up. Finally, he does burn down. He doesn't have a buyback. But the Ember Spirit into the back line. Trying to finish off Solo. Does manage to get him. Saves up next. But his BKB is worn out. He has to be careful that Pit of Malice. His Linkens is broken. Arrow coming in. Dodge with a sleight of fist. Does manage to get away. Skeeter barely survives. Dodging a bullet there. And Dark Rift going out. VP, go for the reset. Everybody group up, guys. Jump forward, trying to go for more. The Nullifier coming out right as Pugna jumps away. The Primal War is laid out. It does bounce. Death Ward, no! But they're still going to be able to control the Death Ward. Immediately takes out this Void. Can they get the control on the second line? He's going to come back, immediately activates his BKB, turns around Chronospheres with the Dark Ward. This time out for the Solo. Blitz actually inside the Chronosphere. Doesn't do the damage, but Epileptic Kid does. A stolen Chronosphere out from Viper. They got to get the hell out of here. Get away with the Dark Rift, but oh, Nip, they can't stop him. There's 30-second cooldown on the Moonlight Shadow. VP is just trying to abuse that. Oh, he got hit by an arrow. The defensive Force Death will get him out of the Pit of Malice. Get him out of the Chronosphere. Can Gunner help him survive with the Decrepify, but the Reaper scythe actually coming down. The opponent Chrono coming up from Piper. He actually stole Death Ward on top of that. He's his own combo, but he doesn't want to use it just yet. He needs a little bit more control. The Ember Spirit's going to try and jump in. No one going to be the target here, but he's so tanky, so maybe his Death Ward does so much damage. The help with the Ghost Scepter, a little bit more damage, and finally Solo will fall. They do have a Dark Rift, but it seems like VP, they're content to turn. They're content to try and kill Viper here. Decrepify helping him out, so they have a Force Staff. They need to be able to get him up into the high ground somewhere. The arrow doesn't land, but the Reaper Scythe will. Another death and another buyback coming out from Ninjas and Pyjamas. They only have one left. That's Gunner, the Pugna. Oh yeah, they're just choking down this tower. This Atrophy Aura doing so much for them. They do have the Pit of Malice leading out onto Viper. Viper, Reaper Scythe immediately used on him, but the heal goes out. He's actually going to survive. You know, Epileptic Kid, he's in trouble. Managed to pop up the BKB, the Time Walker, the 3-man Chronosphere, leading out to a defensive Chrono from Viper. Doesn't really stop the damage coming out, but maybe the heal from the Gunner. No, he can't actually save his support or Universe. They both end up falling, and now it's going to be a 3 versus 5. And time to heal, but VP, they are just demolishing buildings. They are a wrecking ball. Somehow get in front of these buildings and defend 3 versus 5 as the first initiation on a Viper. He's already dead. Couldn't even get a reaction out of Gunner in time to be able to get off that Decrepify. Tries to lay some damage out onto no one, but they're just going to die found at this point in time. Finish off these heroes once and for all. Gunner's now dead. A happy Chronosphere for Epileptic Kid as Vernish Pro will wipe Nip.
Lena has been outstanding.
There's the Tiny. I really like the Tiny.
And off laner is going to be Resolution. Virtus Pro, though, are going to fight over these bounty runes with the Skywrath Mage and Solo's Warlock. They're going to try and pick up all of them. They do manage to get only 2 of them. Resolution gets quite low, but they may still be able to get the first blood on Viper. Oh, high ground miss, but another shot from Solo. That'll finish it up. First blood for Solo. Younger mid-lane players like Gunner. Top lane, Universe.
Doesn't have TP.
He's still inside that sentry range.
Doesn't have a stun either.
Run out of it, but he's just dead.
And he's trying to bait him a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it as though
they do manage to get the arrow thanks to the Avalanche into toss combination. Solo is here between the Quas and now that Shadow Word. If anything, it's going to be Gunner who may be dying as no one chases him up into the high ground with help of Solo. One more Avalanche, though, to be able to create a bit of distance.
This is a level 2 hero. Like, the Mirana arrow doesn't really do anything. As Save might go down too, does get hit by the arrow. They're finally going to pick up some kills for themselves.
They are going to try and punish Solo for soloing up this top lane, but they don't quite get him with the arrow. And now, as a result, they may be in trouble. This Epileptic Kid comes on in. Only 1 level of the Spirit Lance, but 4 levels with the Phantom Rush means as long as he has vision of Viper, he should be able to keep running him down. They have the Blood right, but it's going to be too late to save the Mirana. They will get some damage onto the real Phantom Lancer. A little bit more. They actually throw out the Rupture, but it looks like on the wrong hero. They actually hit the Illusion. Now Skater's going to get caught. Tornado on through. Universe just hiding in the sandstorm in the back lines, but he can't actually save the Bloodseeker at this rate. Oh, Burrow Strike up in 1 more second. They're going to try and stop out Invoker. Do manage to get him with the arrow immediately afterwards, so they do trade trade cores. Now they're going to try and chase down Solo, but nice use of the Shadow Word, TP out. The right opportunity here. Maybe a quick kill onto no one with the use of the Blink Dagger of the Tiny. The arrow comes in. The Rupture as well, all being used to make sure that no one can't go anywhere and will die to the Blood Rite. But now the turnaround with a Warlock Golem being dropped in. A beautiful Fate of Bonds latching onto all 4 of these heroes. If they actually could just see him, it's pretty big.
Yeah, he's really close to the Yules.
He's going to break the smoke through with this positioning. They're going to blink on top of them, though. Great read by Resolution, holding in this Mirana. Now they're going to try and get a little bit more out of this.
Solo's just going to confidently walk in.
Solo is just like, I want to force the fight right here. And oh, he tries to get off the chaotic offering, almost gets bursted down, but finally he does get it off now. Gunner, he actually gets away from all of that when Solo dropped the golem and will be able to walk it off. Gunner is probably just going to get kited down now as he, the toss forward, not quite enough. They had a range drop on Solo, so he still survives thanks in part to his Shadow Word.
Electric Kid.
Yeah, this would be massive. They're going to lead off with a Frostbite, follow up Burrow Strike into that freezing field. So much AoE damage, but Epileptic Kid, he's very tanky. He's got a Hood of Defiance plus 2 Wraith Band.
Know which one the real one is, though.
Which one the real one is. They're going to rupture him up. Blood Rite him as well. No opportunity to be able to doppelganger. Tornado coming in, but it goes to the Bloodseeker. It went on top of the Sand King instead, but they needed to stop the damage up. That carry arrow hits very low. A blink forward from Resolution, dodging that avalanche, a toss away from Gunner's going to be able to buy Fiverr some time here. Solo. Heavy creep wave. Push back over to the top lane. We're going to follow our Bloodseeker, who's almost dead here. The Death Blast isn't quite enough. The Burrow Strike comes in, but it's not enough to be able to save the carry of NIP. Skeeter dying like that has now just led Universe to his potential death. The Avalanche coming out. Now the Rock is going to be dropped right as 2 cores show themselves. Gunner's going to try and TP away, but they all went for that because the carry of Ninjas and Pyjamas got caught in the first place. 1 by 1.
Warlock Golem, so maybe they think there won't be a fight.
Good catch
They're in the tree line.
They're going to be able to go for the tree line in. Manage with the Tornado to be able to grab a couple heroes as well. The Crystal Main just doesn't die fast enough, and Viper, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. They do have
how strong this PL is.
He is so big right now. He's ripping through these heroes with that physical damage. KP Universe is just waiting for no one to show himself somewhere. He's going to pop that dust. Does manage to find him. The follow-up with the Rupture is there, so no one just has to stand inside the silence. But Resolution waiting for his opportunity to counter-initiate, but he goes to the Avalanche, so he won't be able to get the call. Now the Epicenter is out, slowing them down a little bit, but in for the back lines. That Phantom Lancer, the freezing field protects the Crystal Main a little bit, slows down his Deleth, but eventually he will die. And now it's going to be Gunner cleaned up as well, unless the Moonlight Shadow. Do they have any vision? They're going to be able to get the call onto him. That will reveal Gunner quite easily.
So that it could actually affect the creeps.
Yeah. Reader just started whittling away at Phantom Lancer's health. Tries it again, Blood Rite into Arrow. Good opportunity to get a little bit of poke damage, especially with the tossback and the Rupture, but he does manage to doppelganger forward onto the goal. Oh, God. Gunner's just dead, and now they're going to be able to get the Mystic Flare to finish off the Crystal Maiden, instantly buying back. Virtus Pro, though, have extended themselves quite heavily. Epileptic Kid, another doppelganger out. The Rupture is run out, and he managed to get a bash onto Gunner. Don't tell me he's going to finish off Gunner twice. No, the Avalanche will make sure that he loses his ages here. The Freezing Field on out, immediately canceled, though, by that little bit of Cold Snap now called up, and Epileptic Kid gets that kill on the front lines. The carrier Virtus Pro seems to be unstoppable. That's why Universe tries to go for the back line, tries to finish off, save that Skywrath Mage. He may not actually die here because the protection coming out from his team as they reinitiate off of Resolution to no one.
Drax, but they're going to hard commit for it anyways.
I mean, they still have tier 2 sub. There is really no sense of doing this. Okay, well, if they can get the kills and get out, it's fine. And they should be able to get the kill on Gunner. He's dead for 75 seconds. But Burrow Strike on a Resolution, an Arrow as well. A Rupture on top of that. They are really throwing all their spells at one hero, and they can't fully commit. They're going to be able to use the BKB, but Resolution just made himself so tanky, and they might be able to escape. He dies. Resolution will die to the Burrow Strike, yes, but the carry of Ninjas and Pyjamas is all gone. That piece of Phantom Lancer, well, shit, tier 2s are still up, but maybe we can just go tier 4s.
Rezo gonna buy back. They finally spot him. No way to dispel this out.
Buyback for the Mirana, but Universe is dead now. It's just the 2 supports who are gonna try and defend against this. Now it's only Viper who has to leap his way into the trees.
He doesn't want to give him the rampage.
They just go straight to the fountain, and they call GG to deny the rampage.